All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dublin Celtic Tigers and the Orlando Orbits. It's an Indian summer afternoon, perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on to it at second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Lucky 56! Now let's go! 319! 319!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This throw caught around the 6. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Bullock out now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Hot! Hot!
Now back to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bud Dupree in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll take it just outside the 40. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson, there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Detroit! Detroit!
set up a throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Back to throw now on first down. Here's throw about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Again, he'll drop the throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 22, here's second and 8. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
He'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 15 and a first. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football. And that's worked for the defense early in this game. And now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw. And it's caught by Parker. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll set up to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit, Detroit. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw here. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They give it to him running left. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Tucker with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And here now the offense heading back out there. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
And they'll run it here. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Tackled by Jordan Willis.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
On second down, Collins. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
They'll look to throw. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to the booth right after this. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Tucker now to add the point after. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
They're going to look to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Stop him right on the midfield stripe. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
Three down. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. 319. 319.
Back to throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This offense so far on third down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 19.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hold on.
The drop to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10.
Gone! Now let's go. 319. 319.
He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll throw now on the final play. Try to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken near the 13. And he's into the clear. Touchdown! For the score. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the 3rd quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through, picking up the first. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
The offense on 3rd down, they've had good success. 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Detroit! Detroit! No, Jack, Patriot! Patriot!
He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but, boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there. So no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do was trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him the opportunity.
To throw now in his own end zone. Over the middle, complete. It's Gross. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Hot. Hot.
Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Toss it to Breda. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Shy of midfield. He got 29 yards that time.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of the offensive coordinator, don't you?
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 6 there on first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw. And an Allen run. And avoids the contact by sliding. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Welcome back live to Orlando. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Lucky 56.
They find some open field here. What a difference a week makes. Last week. He hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Set! Blue landed!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to pull wide open, complete, touchdown. A big play there, 46 yards. And his guys are going to take the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There was definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And this offense on 3rd down today, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll set up a throw. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Stepping up, and a loose football. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it.
You know, when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover.
Detroit! Detroit! Over! Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot!
Now they'll run it on the taunts. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And on the ground they go with a running back. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Gone! Detroit! Hot!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. He was looking for Parker that time.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Gone!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. It's a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Detroit! Over!
Right back to him on first down. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now, Green, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Hey, set, blue 90, blue 90.
This is Breida. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, we'll likely put an end to this thing. Now it's Breida. Finding room inside the 40. And down to the 29-yard line.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Gone, 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 gone. 48.
Now a toss play. It's Breida. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Here's Breida. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Bullock will put this one through. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw is under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Detroit! Here we go now. Green 30.
He'll drop to throw. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Orlando, it's an ideal start as they move.
Oh.